Hello everyone and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In this episode we will start out by planting all the trees and bushes that we have deleted in the last episode, because the old bug is still here. I will demonstrate it at the start, but yes, we will replant all the trees. They will require some time to grow up, but I think they will look quite nice in the end. By the end of the episode, all the renovations in the town will be completed, and that also means that all the notifications about low happiness will be finally gone. And that also means that yes, we will have no more constructions going on for a little while, which is, no need to say, it is going to be very good for our checkbooks. And at the very end of the episode we will get started on a new rail line, which is going to go up a hill once again, this time going towards the site that we have laid out in the last episode, which is going to be for steel. Once again, this is going to be a very long line, so it's going to take a while to actually reach the place, but you know what? We will get the new track layers eventually, so it's just a matter of time. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. So, before we unpause the game, I want to do something, and that is, instead of consolidating our loans, I want to break them up into smaller pieces. Basically, right now we have all these big installments, and I want to break them down into smaller installments. And also, this will actually increase the lifetime of the loan, but that will drastically reduce the monthly installments. Basically, take a look at this. Right now we have 47,000 every month, and that's, well, basically if we left the game running and stopped every single construction, we would be in the positive, but it's going to be a very slow repaying of the loans. So you know what, every little bit helps. So what I will do is go for a 5-year duration, 100,000 amount. I will take out as much as we can, so 300,000, and then I will repay this one, and we can repay this one as well. And then we have 400,000, so I will borrow 4 of those, and then I will keep doing this until we only have these 100,000 installments. So as I said, this will basically lengthen the amount of time that we need to keep paying, but the monthly installments will be less, so you know, we have a bit more financial wiggle room to keep expanding. So anyways, give me a second please. And there we go. Okay, so now we have 400,000 available loans. Let's see what happens if we keep going. Okay, next, let's take a look at the different constructions happening in the Republic. So right now we have plenty of reconstructions left, but that shouldn't last too long now. So yeah, we just need to finish up the town, and after that we should be good on that one. Basically, in the last episode, all of our money basically went towards reconstruction. As soon as we are done with this, we should be just fine. And right, we are building the roads. I think I will leave the roads here for now. I will not build the other side. Eventually, it's fine. Keep on reconstructing, and then the road. Footpath, yeah, sure, do the footpath as well, high priority. All these are high priority. Sure, let's finish those. And I did say to let me know when these are finished, right? Yeah, notify and notify. Good. And then build the actual housing as well. And yes, in between episodes I did check. These guys are actually viable living spaces, so let's just allow people to move in as soon as they are able. It's going to be perfectly okay. Now, the only problem is that this furthest house is not in range of the bus station, but it's fine. They have plenty of workplaces in walking range, so they will have plenty of stuff to do. Okay, so that is okay. I will unpause now. Anything else in the boss station or the boss depot? Yeah, it's fine. It's just reconstruction on the roads. Basically, I just only want to deliver the resources to the oil construction site. Right, in fact, I am tempted to shut this one down for now, because until we have the railroad, this place is completely useless. So, yeah, you know what? Just shut it down, it's fine. There's simply no reason to waste a single second on this. Yeah, I will not build the long stretch of wiring. That one can wait. So yeah, it's fine. Anyways, and now that we have everything unpaused, are we selling? Yes, we are selling. That's great. Right, okay. I think I will leave the construction to it. Next up, let's do the replanting. So in case you are wondering what I talked about in the last episode about the not being able to plant where we have removed trees, let's take a look at this small patch. If I plant this as densely as possible. So yeah, now we have plenty of trees in this small space. But if I remove these trees, I want to replant, suddenly it is not planting as I would like. So this is the bug I was talking about. I was really hoping that this was fixed, but apparently not. This is why I had to reload the game before I could start planting in the town again. But now that we have reloaded, we should be good to go. Okay, first things first, let's start in the construction yard. It is, yeah, we have some trees, but it is not exactly a good looking place. So first I will start, do we have bulldozers in here? Yeah, we do have a couple, good. So let's start by smoothing out the terrain. Not a lot, just, you know, a token smoothing. Yes, I know, citizens, they will be happy in a little bit. Let's just turn this one into a nice, gentle roll down. And yeah, I think we can call it there. Okay, and now we can start planting. So yeah, I definitely want to fill up this space. So let's see, it is here, and yeah, let's just keep using beech trees, I suppose. So a small forest in there. Let's extend this one a little bit. And maybe plant a small forest on top of this hill as well. There. Ooh, and I think I would like to have this one a bit more smooth. Yeah, that's going to be better this way. Right, and now just place down a couple of bushes, I suppose. So just plant some bushes and fill up the rest of the space, but not completely, just, you know, a small sprinkling of bushes. Okay, so which one was that? That was, yeah, the long road. Very good. So now we just need this one, and the ones at the customs house. Yeah, shouldn't be too long now. As I said, I will not build the other side. I want to preserve the money for a little bit. But, you know, we do have, yeah, 400,000 available loans, so We could keep expanding, but you know what? Just to put my mind at ease, let's have a bit more repayment on the loans. So anyways, let's just have a couple of extra bushes around here, and I think we can call it good enough. So I think I will be relatively happy with this once they all grow up. And there. Did I tell you to? Yeah, notify me when you are finished. Good. Also, you know what? Let's just have this one on high priority and take care of it relatively quickly. There we go. Construction finished. That was... There we go. Another long stretch. Now just these we just have these small pieces and that's it. Now, about the town planting. Let's start with the big trees first. Now, obviously at some point I will use dedicated decorative buildings. For example, the, flower planters and stuff like that. But I think what I will do, yes, I know the flower planters themselves are free, but not all decorations are free. So what I will do is wait until we have a super stable financial situation. So basically, as soon as the steel industry is up and running, after that we are going to be perfectly fine. And after that, at that point, I think I will be okay with turning off the realistic mode. At that point, it is basically just a hindrance that we have to build everything ourselves. Once we have the money sorted, it's basically a free-for-all, so we can just pay our neighbors to build everything for us. Anyways, that was that piece. Okay, so let's start with big, nice poplar trees in the town. So yeah, what I will do is go around and put poplar trees in these big empty spaces and try to fill up the middles like this. So that was a big empty space, so one goes right in the middle, another big empty space, one goes right in the middle, here, and stuff like that. Basically, these are just the main filler for the big empty spaces. Also, they will go at the corner of these buildings because I want to keep the sight line of these windows relatively clean. Not always going to be manageable, but for the most part I will try. Okay, I think for the most part we should be okay on the very, very tall trees. Next up, let's try to plant something a little bit closer to the ground. So I will go for, beech trees once again. Also construction finished. That was the one near the border. Now we just have this one. Great. So beech trees are very, very dense. So first, I will once again use them as a filler around the more industrial buildings, so they are a bit more hidden from the regular citizens, like this. Can I put some in there? Yes, there we go. I've been meaning to hide the pollution monitoring station as well. There we go, and yeah, definitely want to have some right here. Ooh, that is not great. Okay, we need to fix that one. Let me see, start there and work our way in and only remove the ones that we need to remove. There we go. Yeah, that will do. Okay, let's keep going. Don't go overboard, just enough to hide the more uglier industrial buildings. Okay, I think for the most part the beech trees are fine now. They are hiding the more industrial buildings and that looks good to me. Also, you know what? Let's just have the reconstruction on these set to be very high priority. I suppose we can do it from the offices too. So we want to have the reconstruction on the residential buildings to be high priority. So flats. I think that should be all. I believe it's only two of them. 1 and 2, right? Yes, I think so. Okay. Fine. By the way, how is the money? Right, we lost 10,000 on the actual money that we can spend, and the loan was repaid 30,000, I believe. So yeah, we are definitely in the positive, even though we still have plenty of construction going on. So anyways, construction finished, so that one is now underway. Very good. Okay then. So now that we have the trees planted more or less, I think I will go for the bushes next. So this time I will go for a bit more precisely. So this one, the bushes, very small brush, and I will try to make sure that we are planting in nice neat lines, well, as much as we can manage. Obviously it's not going to be possible all the time, but I will try. Okay, research program finished. So that was the concrete rail tracks. And what was the other one? Citizen happiness, that's fine. Next up, I think I will go for the modern railway construction office. Sure. Might as well. Let's just have it, instead of 4, let's have 9 professors on it. Okay, construction finished on that one. Very good. Okay, so this one has 5 more assignments. You can do this one. And yeah, fill it up, please. And let me see, you can keep this one filled, which means that you don't need to keep this one filled. So that one was this one, right? No, that was this, not the medium, the small distribution office. Where is it? Small distribution office. Yeah, that one. Don't have that one assigned. So this one keeps this one full, this one keeps this one full, and this one keeps this one full. Exactly. Okay, can you please pick up fuel from here? And let's just have the pickup point at the top like the others. There. Okay, let's go ahead and buy oil tankers, buy speed, and have the trailers. Yeah. And let's just have them the same color as the others. White. There we go. Also, you know what? Since I noticed, you should be the same color as all the others, please. Also, didn't I replace these? I could have sworn I did. Anyways, let's replace this one. What about the others in here? They look to be the same. Okay, I could have sworn that I replaced all of these. Let me see. Replacement, vehicles, the oil tankers. Yeah, we still have 3 of these. Can you please get replaced with gas AA oil trailers? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Also, those, they should be coming out of the customs house. Let's make sure they are correct. So, yeah, it is already white. Okay, fine. Good. Okay, then let me quickly speed through the night and then we will continue planting in the morning. And another research program finished. Now we can build another Soviet power connection. Next up, let's just have the Western tourist visas. But very, very low priority is fine. Okay, let's take a look. The money is now down and we have 528,000 available loans. So yeah, I think we are doing okay. Okay, I will take out one more 100,000 and let's just keep going. By the way, how is the fuel these days? So this one is, yeah, it is fine. Okay, also, how is the renovation? Okay, so the houses are now all finished. So I believe it was one of these, 55. Yeah, this one will be happier in a minute, and I believe it was the this one, the other one. Yeah, definitely. And now it is 56%, so everyone should be a lot happier now. Now, do we have a happiness overlay? We should, obviously. Let's take a look. Happiness, 300,000 meters, sorry, 3,000 meters. So yeah, everyone else appears to be quite happy. Yeah, hopefully we stop seeing the unhappiness notifications from now on. And construction finished. Finally finished that one as well. Also, what are you carrying? Ah, prefab panels, that's fine. I think this is good for now. Now, I think for the most part I am relatively happy with the landing around the town. I don't want to spend the entire episode on this, obviously. So for now, I will leave it here. I believe I finished about half of the town, or maybe 1/3, but we have plenty of planting left to do. But what I have planted for now, I think I'm relatively happy with. Basically, instead of, just filling up the space randomly, I was trying to go for more as a trim around the walkways and the roads and stuff like that. So they should be a bit better now. Also, what are you doing here? Why did you come for a refuel all the way? You have plenty of fuel here. Oh, right. We had to rebuild the power connection. Are you okay now? You're not complaining about power, so you should be okay now. Right. Also, you really shouldn't come here if you have power in the farm. This one is far away from all the fields compared to the main farm building, so interesting, but oh well. So, as I said, I think I will leave the bush planting here for now. I will continue maybe in the next episode, but as I've said, I don't want to spend the entire episode on this. What I want to do next is maybe plan out the railroad going to the steel area. So, I believe I did say I maybe want to split off here and then work our way up on the side of these hills and eventually maybe end up here. So let's take a look. If we do end up splitting off here, let's take out the measuring tool, and I believe I was relatively happy with this incline. Let's just use this as our measuring stick. So for a, let me see, let's say a 200-meter long stretch resulted in an elevation change of, let's say 2 meters. So 1 meter per 100 meter should be relatively acceptable. Also, that house is now finished. Very good. So all the young adults have, well, not all, but some of the young adults have a place to go. Yes, they will complain about worker availability, but it's going to be okay because they will find work in the town eventually. So it's okay. Right, so let's take a look. If we want to do this, let's say we start right here, delete the previous measurements and start here. So maybe we want to go this way and go along the contour lines, something like this. It is just a very rough estimation of the length of these rail lines. So something like this. And I want to end up here. So let's just go around the hill like this, and this is where I want to end up. So ground distance is 6.5 kilometers, but the elevation change is 200 meters, right? I think that's doable, right? So it was 200 meters for 2 meters. Oh, no, wait. That's actually pretty steep. In fact, it's... Oh. That's like 1 meter for 30 meters or something like that. So basically every 30 meters we need to go up by 1 meter. That's a lot. If my quick head calculation is correct. You know what? Let's start slow. I suppose we don't need to stop here immediately. We can continue here as well. So yeah, it's not set in stone, but just a rough guideline. So let me see, if we want to start here, I will just quickly set up a, let me see, contour lines. Yeah, let's just bring out the groundwork machinery. So first things first, let's build a quick redepot right here. That will do, although might as well build it in a location where we have the most reach, so more like here should be okay. Okay, let's hook it up to the road network and bring out a couple of bulldozers and excavators. Okay, so they are coming in. I will put this one down here so we can keep an eye on it. As soon as they appear here, we can start basically the project of bringing the railroad up. Okay, so let me see. So we had 400,000 available loan when we took that one out, and we have spent 25,000 already of it. So let's take a look. Yeah, from the 400,000 now we are up to 466,000 and we only spent 25,000, so we are definitely in the green. It just looks like because we are still spending it, but if we don't spend a penny, we are perfectly fine. We are just reinvesting the loans that we have repaid, so it is perfectly fine. We are not in danger of going bankrupt anytime soon. Anyways, how is the fuel? We have plenty of fuel left. What is the fuel levels in here? Yeah, it's fine. Okay then, so how is the migration of the vehicles going on? Yeah, it's going to be slow. They are just taking a turn there. That will take a while. They have a very long way to go. Let me just put this one here, out of the way. Let me see. What else can we do in the meantime? I don't really want to do tree planting right now. We have unlocked a new locomotive, that's fine, and that's all. You know what, let's take a look at the population statistics. I have so much trouble saying that word. But anyways, let's take a look at the entirety of this year. So, happiness is actually up because of the renovation, so that was expected. The actual population is going up, so that's very good news. Satiation, 99%, that's very, very stable, very good. Health, yeah, stable. It might appear to be going down, but if you take a look at the actual percentage on the side, it is going went from 91.6 to 91.0, so a 0.6 percentage point. That is basically nothing. As for loyalty, it is climbing quite nicely. Very happy to see it. Yeah, alcohol addiction is 0. Culture, yeah, 95%. I'm happy with that. Sports, with the new sports facility, it has been increased quite nicely. 95% happiness on that. No religious sympathy. Loading is still 90%. I don't know. How can we make clothing go higher than 90%, because it has been stuck on 90% for a long time. And we are basically supplying clothes to everyone without any problems, so I don't know. Oh, but average productivity have went up quite nicely. The last time we checked it was in the 18 percentiles. Now it is in the 92 percentiles, so we have increased overall productivity quite nicely. Oh, and we have 2 construction finished. That was a footpath there. Oh, right. I wanted to get rid of these, but you know what? I will keep these around, it's fine. And the other one was this one. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I didn't set this one to notify me, so I will leave it at that. And speaking of, it is done. Okay, carry on. Education-wise, Yeah, we have 500 plus babies and 800 uneducated people, so we are doing very good on that as well. And hey, university education is still climbing. Good. Anything else? Births are more than double the deaths, so that's very good. Obviously, the escapes came from the young adults, but those, as you can see, dropped quite a bit once we opened that house. And this one should be opened, well, hopefully not in the too distant future. Anything else? Not really. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. What about the average lifespan? Oh yeah, it jumped up. I don't know what the intervention was, but although that was just a single percentage point from 78.4 to 79.4, so I don't think that is statistically relevant. Let's just go back a couple of years. So for the lifespan, yeah, it's pretty stable. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I think I am happy with these statistics. I have so much trouble saying that word. Anyways, where are the vehicles? Where are you? Right here. Okay, let's just speed through this now. And let's start working. Also, is this in the range of the bridge? Maybe? I am not sure. I guess we will need to check. Anyways, you go ahead and park yourself there and we can get to work. And there we go. Good. So, you close. Can we reach the bridge construction site? So if I want to do some leveling around here, nope, it is out of range. That's fine. This is what I'm interested in, so this one is in range, right? Yeah, good. So for just a little bit, I will sever this road because I want to have access to this plot of land. First, let's create a small, well, a nice flat land for a junction. So let's take out the leveling tool and get to work. Okay, so what I will do is first, this is low priority. This one goes back to medium priority. There, because what we are going to place down now is going to be low priority. In fact, once the actual junction is finished, I will suspend construction on it. I don't want to build this one just yet. I only want to plan it. So we are aiming for, I suppose, these two pieces of track. Although maybe that way, more like. By the way, what is the turn radius? Yeah, it's going to be fine. So I want to aim it more that way. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So you need to hook up there. And let's make a nice wide turn. There and there. And you should be able to do this one as well. Yeah, that will do quite nicely. Okay, we can delete this stub and the junction is good to go. But obviously, I don't actually want to build it, so suspend construction for now. And by the way, obviously these segments are now completely finished. What about you? Are you assigned? Yes, rail construction assigned. Good. Okay, so we want to start here. Let's see if I can measure out a point that we can aim for that is 100 meters for every 1 meter of elevation change. So let me see. Ooh, that's not going to happen. maybe... I don't know, this is still a bit too steep for my liking. Let's take a look. Although it might be okay. I think I'm a little bit too strict with that 100 meters per 1 meters of elevation change. Let's take a look. So if I want to go for... Yeah, you know what? Let's aim for this point. So let's level this down next. Seriously? There we go. Let's go with this one. So this is the target. Let's have it like this, because obviously this one will need to carry on along the edge of this hillside. So if I want to connect these together, let's see what happens. Okay, I think we need to bring the construction vehicles a bit closer. I think they might be ever so slightly out of range, but that's fine. All we need to do is build another depot. I suppose here should be okay. So let's just level it off, and there we go. So can you guys please move over to here? Oh, research program finished. What? Yes, the modern rail construction office. Let's go for... I mean, I suppose we might as well start on chemistry. By the way, do we have a small chemistry industry? Oh, I think we do. Let me see, 760 workers only. Seriously? Wow. Okay, let's go for it. And make it, I don't know. Yeah, 9 professors again. It's fine. Also, what about this one? Yeah, it's fine. It's slow. That's intended. So anyways, are you guys on location? Yes, you are. Building on fire, construction office, that will be taken care of. So, now that the guys are a bit closer, can I please do this? So start on the edge of that one, go to the edge of that one, and let's try to create a nice little ramp. And there we go. So 1 kilometer length and 50 meters of elevation change. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, that's way too steep. Yes, I have been playing a lot of D-Rail Valley, and that really showed me just how important rail inclines are. So yeah, in real life this would be pretty much impossible. Okay, that one's fine. What about you? Waiting too long. That's fine. It's coming back. By the way, oh right. Now these made all these into a single block. Right. I suppose we can have some signals. Let me see. I suppose, yeah, we can just have double signals here. So mixed signal facing into the junction like this. Yeah, and this will do. So basically now they can wait here, at least theoretically. Also money off, so construction finished on the house, that's great, but electricity problem, let's fix that real quick. 530. Okay, we made 30,000 back, but we are building stuff, so that's understandable. So anyways, I am not sure I'm happy with this incline. In this game it would be perfectly acceptable, but in real life absolutely not. Can we do anything about it? Can we make peace with it? Maybe we can split off here and make a better run-up. That might be doable. What do you think? Yeah, let's go for it. So let me quickly delete all this, which means that these signals are no longer needed. There we go. We can also get rid of some of these nodes. Good, and now they need to stay there. Okay. So what if we split off here instead? First, get rid of the road and make a split right here. Are the vehicles going to be in range? You know what? Fine. Let's just have a couple of offices along the way and we will move in between them. So you will be right there. Can you guys please move over? Thank you. So now they are definitely in range. So let's start. Yeah, this looks like a nice place for it. So leveling tool. Let's start leveling of a nice place for a split off junction. So let's say we split off right here. So you go ahead and face towards the hill like this. And let's just go into the main line nice and gentle. Yeah, something like this. Sure. And can I make a quick little turn in? Yes, I can. There. And there. Yeah, sure, that will do. Okay, so can I use this as the, well, starting point for this incline? Let's see what happens. So start there and try to end here. Oh, wow, that's going to be interesting. Oh, let me see. You know what? 600 meters for 50 meters of track length might be acceptable. Let's go for this. 700 meters for 20 meters of elevation change. Let's see how it looks. I think the incline itself is... it's a bit better, let's just put it that way. Not the best, but it is a bit better. Okay, let's put in the other side. So that will do. Right. What happens if I go from the actual track to the actual track? Yeah. Maybe we can just reduce the turn radius. So, ooh, let's give this one a try. So that is 1200 meters for 45 meters of elevation change. Let's see what happens. Can you please level this off? You know, even if it's green, I wish holding down right control would, sorry, right mouse button would actually create a nice gentle ramp. Okay, let's see what happens. So we have carved out a very big channel, but yeah, I think, you know, for rail construction that is pretty standard. So if we want to hook these two together, train is waiting too long, I know, I don't care. So that one and that one. Seriously? Too steep of incline. Wow. Let's give this one another try. So from that side to that side. Level it down, please. So this one should hook into that one, right? Yes. And that one. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, for the most part, there is not a lot of clipping. And let's take a look. Yes, I think this incline is a lot better. Yeah, you know, for railroads, I think this kind of groundworks is pretty standard actually. So yeah, I think I will be okay with this. Okay, let's smooth out all the terrain that we have disturbed, so it doesn't look like we did a lot. There we go. Let's just make sure this one is back to normal. At least for the most part. Okay, and you know what? I think I will leave this one as this steep channel instead of smoothing it down, because yeah, I think it looks better this way. Okay, but I want to make this turn a bit more gentle. So first get rid of those, and then cut and cut there, get rid of that one, and make a cut here. And now hook these two together so it is a nice gentle turn. There we go, exactly. There, and let's just put back that little turn right there. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. And this is where we'll start our big way up this mountainside, but I think I might want to call this one here for now, because the recording is 1 hour and 10 minutes now, and I think even with the time lapses we might want to call this one here. So finalize what we have placed down and suspend construction on these. There, and there. And let's make sure the track layers can actually do what they need to do. So there, yes, I'm sure. Let's just use mixed that way, and that way. Sure. Okay. Yes, planes, I don't really care about those just yet. By the way, where is the rail construction? Ooh, we have made nice progress. We are right here. So if we are there... Oh yeah, we are almost at the bridge construction. Okay, I will demolish the bridge for now. Or not demolish, but not build it. And I will create a proper channel here. But that will have to wait for the next episode. Okay, so yeah, I think we will continue with this one in the next episode. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.